Good afternoon, Pilgrim. I'm a little late today, but I finally made it. I didn't do much yesterday. I had a lot to do running around the world, well, around town anyway. I'm going to read from Job. Then Job answered and said, Today also my complaint is bitter, and my hand is heavy on account of my groaning. Oh, that I knew where I might find him, that I might come even to his seat. I would lay my case before him, fill my mouth with arguments. I would know that he would answer me and understand what he would say to me. Would he contend with me in the greatness of his power? No, he would pay attention to me. There an upright man could argue with him, and I would be acquitted forever by my judge. Behold, I go forward, but he's not there, and backward, but I don't perceive him. On the left hand, when is he working? I do not behold him. He turns to the right hand, but I don't see him. But he knows the way that I take. When he is tried, I shall come out as gold. My foot has held fast to his steps. I have kept his way and have not turned aside. I have not departed from the commandment of his lips. I have treasured the words of his mouth more than my portion of food. But he is unchangeable, and who can turn him back? What he desires, that he does, for he will complete what he appoints for me, and many such things are in his mind. Therefore I am terrified at his presence. When I consider, I am in dread of him. God has made my heart faint. The Almighty has terrified me. Yet I am not silenced because of the darkness, nor because thick darkness covers my face. But he is of one mind, and who can turn him? What his soul desires, even that he doeth. The Word of God. Well, the infallibility of God's purpose is the title of Spurgeon's sermon. It was delivered in 1861 on this date. It's a wonderful thing how God effects his purpose while still creatures free. They who think that predestination and the fulfillment of the divine purpose is contrary to the free agency of man know not what they say, nor whereof they affirm. It would be no miracle for God to effect his own purpose if he were dealing with stocks and stones, with granite and rocks and trees, but this is the miracle of miracles, that the creatures are free, absolutely free, and yet the divine purpose stands. God does as he wills. Herein is wisdom. This is a deep unsearchable. Man walks without a fetter, yet treads in the very steps which God ordained him to tread in, as certainly as though miracles had bound him to the spot. Man chooses his own seat, selects his own position. Guided by his will, he chooses sin, or guided by divine grace, he chooses the right. And yet, in his choice, God sits as sovereign on the throne, not disturbing, but still overruling, and proving himself to be able to deal as well with free creatures as with creatures without freedom, as well able to effect his purpose when he has endowed men with thought, reason, and judgment, as when he had only to deal with rocks in the bottom of the sea. Oh, Christians, you shall never be able to fathom this, but you may wonder at it. I know there is an easy way of getting out of this great deep, either by denying predestination altogether or denying free agency altogether. But you can't hold the two. If you can say, yes, my consciousness teaches me that man does as he wills, but my faith teaches me that God does as he wills. and these two are not contrary to each other, and yet I cannot tell how it is. I cannot tell how God effects his end. I can only wonder and admire. Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments, and how inscrutable his ways. Psalm 139, 1 through 5. O Lord, you have searched me and know me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path, and my lying down are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. You hem me in behind and before, and lay your hand upon me. Isaiah 55:9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain and the snow come down from heaven and do not return there, but water the earth, making it bring forth and sprout, giving seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it. Psalm 139:6. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It's high. I cannot attain it. Verse 14. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. I don't know everything, and I ought not at this time to know everything, and I probably will never know everything, because I will never be God. I will live eternally with God, but I will never be God. I will never know it all. Well, God bless, Pilgrim. Have a blessed, blessed day.